Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video I'm going to be making Charlie's birthday cake. So I'm making a Peppa Pig cake, and if you've been watching me since last year or you've just watched Ollie's birthday video and stuff, then you know that I make a cake every year for the boy's birthday in like whatever they are like in that year. So I'm no professional, don't really know how to bake, just wing it, but I thought I would film a separate video on this just so you guys can follow along, or if you want to make, because I'm pretty sure most like 1 and 2 year olds love Peppa Pig. So if you want to make your own cake and not spend like £60 on buying a cake, because birthdays are expensive as there is, so this is just what I do. It's not going to be like really professional. I'll add the clips here of the cakes I've made in previous years. But yeah, if you're new to my channel, then hi, my name's Becca. I post all sorts of videos on my channel, from like cleaning, day in the life, lifestyle, travel, fashion, all things like that. So if you like those types of videos, then I would really love it if you would stick around and press the subscribe button that is just down there in red, and I'm going to get straight into making the cake. So I'm firstly going to show you everything you're going to need. I've not put it out in any order because Charlie's currently watching a film in there and I don't know how long he's going to let me do this. So you're going to need eggs. I'll put the amounts of everything you're going to need in the description just so it's easy for you to look back on. You don't have to keep rewinding the video. So you're going to need eggs, icing sugar, caster sugar. I need to look back at the recipe, but I can't remember if it's plain flour or self-raising flour, so I've got them both out. Optional is chocolate chips if you're gonna want to add them in. You're gonna need cocoa powder if you're making a chocolate cake, baking powder, some baking butter, and then to obviously decorate the cake you're gonna need some icing. So I use this what's it called, like ready to roll icing, and don't get this from Tesco or Asda or anything because it's like double the price. I get mine from Home Bargains and I think it's 79p. So depending on what you're gonna make, this is what I've got. So I'm having the full cake iced in the green, so it's like grass. So I've picked up quite a few of them. I've got 4, I think I've got 5. I've got 5 as spare, but I think you only need 4. I'll let you know at the end how many I end up using. I'm going to need blue and obviously pink for Peppa Pig, red, yellow and brown for the muddy puddle. What's up? Oh, have you got pepper in your hand? Oh dear. I'll be back, 1 second. And I couldn't find any brown in Home Bargains, so I had to get this from eBay, but you'd probably be able to find it from Tesco or Asda, but I could not bother going with Charlie because he's a nightmare. So that is the one that was expensive, but you don't have to add brown if you don't want to. And then you can either add buttercream in the middle, which is just butter and icing sugar, or I picked up this from Morrison's. So it's hazelnut white chocolate spread, and it tastes like the inside of a Kinder Bueno. So I'm trying to make this cake like sort of a Kinder Bueno cake because that just sounds amazing. So yeah, I don't believe to do this anywhere else other than Morrison's. And oh my god guys, if you love Kinder Buenos, then you will just eat this off a spoon like I do. It's so nice. And then I also got a white one. I think I got this from either Home Bargains or Aldi. Oh, and then pick these up from Home Bargains as well. So it's just the cut out letters. And these were $1.99, $1.50 or $1.99. And this is what I'm obviously going to write like his name with, or if I'm going to write happy birthday, Charlie. Whoa. Thank you. And then these are optional again. So I've just got the sparkle number 2, even though Ollie's didn't work when we tried it. I got that from the range and this from the range. So it's just a bunting topper. You can get loads of things like this from eBay, but I've seen the cheapest in the range. It cost me like £1.59, and that's how it looks. You can even make this yourself if you want to. It's literally just like 2 straws and just a bit of cardboard and string, so you could make it yourself. I just couldn't be bothered for the price of it. It's probably cheaper just getting one already made. And that is everything you're going to need. So first you're going to need to add your sugar, eggs and butter together. I'm doubling the recipe, although you don't have to do this. It just depends how big you want your cake. So like I said before, I'll leave all of the amounts of everything down below so you don't have to keep rewinding the video. And then you're just going to whisk that all together. You don't have to whisk it if you've not got one, you can just use the spoon. So we're going to do that, and then once that's all mixed in, we're going to add the flour. And I'm going to add a little bit of baking powder and salt, and then I'm just going to keep adding a little bit of cocoa powder at a time. that's all of the ingredients mixed together, and now I'm just going to line my tins. I like to pop the bottom of the tray on the bottom and then just cut round it. It just makes an even circle, and then I just need to oil the edges of the cake tins as well. Now you're just going to divide the mixture into 3 tins, or if you didn't double the recipe then just into 2 tins, and then pop it in the oven for around 25 minutes, or if you pop a fork in it and it comes out clean. So once it's out of the oven, you'll leave it to cool for a little bit, and then once it's cooled down you will cut the tops off so they're flat, and then you just keep popping them on top of each other and adding a layer of buttercream or the spread, whatever you're putting in between your cake. And then on the top one, I always have the bottom of the cake at the top, just so it's extra flat. So I'm just making a little bit of buttercream so I can stick the ice into the outsides of the cake. So now onto the fun part, icing the cake. So I have got all of the greens, mixed them all together. I think I used actually all 5 of them, and I'm just going to roll that out to the size I need so it fits over most of all of the cake. And then I'm just going to cut a line because I'm actually going to have a little bit of it blue to make the sky. Then just add a little bit of buttercream around the cake so the icing will stick to it. Make sure you use a lot of flour on the surface, else the icing won't roll off and it'll stick to the surface. So you're just going to press it all in at the corners and cut the edges off that you're not going to use, and then you're just going to try, it's really hard to explain, but you just need to try and tuck the ice in underneath and just flatten it down with your fingers. And then I'm going to do exactly the same thing with the blue. So now you've got all your cake iced, now it's time to decorate the top. So as you can see, this brown is not the colour I had before. I've mixed a bit of black and brown together because the brown just didn't look like a muddy puddle at all and the black was too dark. So I'm just going to cut out a muddy puddle, and I put the buttercream on this as well so it sticks down, and I'm just going to add a few little splashes as well. So now onto Peppa Pig. You can either do this yourself, or I've just got a birthday card and I'm just going to use it as a stencil because I am absolutely rubbish at drawing and I know it just wouldn't come out like Peppa Pig. So you can buy these from anywhere, like 40p from the card factory or something. So if you're anything like me, I would definitely suggest doing this as well. So I'm just going to cut out the face and then the dress, and then I'm just going to make my own shoes and legs and arms. Just cut out a little circle for the nose, and then I'm just going to dint it in to have 2 little nostrils. And then I've just cut out the eyes and the mouth from the card because I could not be bothered trying to make eyes and mouth. So now I'm just going to add a little bit more decoration. You don't really need to do this, but I just had loads of white left, so I'm going to make some clouds, and I'm just going to make a fence for the front of the cake. I was going to do it all the way around, and then I just got too bored doing it. It's quite fiddly to do. It's easy, but it just takes quite a lot of time. So I'm just going to make a fence for the front and then add a few flowers either side. Just finished, and this is how it looks. I'm so proud. I didn't think it was going to turn out this well. So my battery died when I was just doing these, but I just used those cutters, the stencil letters like I showed you before, and I think this was on camera, and then just put some little flowers here and here, and a number 2 here. And yeah, that is it. Like, obviously it's not professional, and you can obviously see like icing everywhere and it's all bumpy, but who cares? And it saved me so much money. So yeah, I'm not sure whether to add this now or not. I'm gonna put it on it but not stick it in and just see what it looks like first. I've just got it out and realised it says the wrong thing. There's a T there rather than a P. Not that he's gonna care. So now I don't know whether to even put it on or not, but I will sort of show you. I'm not gonna be able to do this one-handed, but no, definitely not going to be able to do it one-handed. So that is what it looks like with that in there, and I actually think it just completes it, so I'm definitely going to keep that in, even though it says happy birthday, but it doesn't really matter, does it? So yeah, this was from the range if anyone is interested where that is from. So my camera's flashing now, so I'm just going to end the video. I really hope you've enjoyed this, and don't forget to go and check out some of my other videos, and if you like them then please don't forget to subscribe. It does really mean a lot to me, and I will hopefully see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.